And, in a somber moment of calm...
Dude, that fucker! I can't believe you.
What?
We're going to resume.
This music.
Oh no. My music is dead.
You might want to turn it on for this.
Oh, amazing.
So, as you make your hurried escape, you get to the top of this hole. You realise that one of your companions is no longer with you. What do you do?
I guess Ramas will sort of like... I mean, you didn't know him, but he probably knows... You'll probably sort of kneel down and sort of... I guess bless him in a way.
Yeah, you
Offer a prayer to the ancestors.
yeah, you share the same sort of functional religion, so
Yeah.
Oh. Thysera's like, she's totally just like kneeling over his body and probably crying and probably trying very hard not to show it. But like, cause like they weren't super close, but they were still friends, you
Yeah.
know, like pretty like decent friends, I think. But like they got along well enough, and oh god, this is a bad time.
I mean, how good a job does she do of not showing emotion?
Probably not.
it's not a good job.
It's not a good job.
Ramas will put a hand on your shoulder.
Your Vondal is showing.
I know.
Look, he's probably lost buddies.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not heartless.
no.
Let me have this moment.
I feel like Maya just wants to make an awkward escape.
It's an option.
Can I try to sneak away? This is not my problem anymore.
I literally don't think anybody stops you.
Okay, bye.
Ramas just looks, just like sort of gives you a look like. But I hope Ramas doesn't see Maya again.
Okay. So, as you have this moment, Minnie, I need you to come with me.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. So, Azuda feels the mortal coil slip from him. He is upset, but he does not resist. After all, this is the fate that comes to all in the end. But as you drift, something isn't right. You should find yourself in the great halls of the ancestors. You expect to see familiar faces, faces that you know long since passed, your great-grandparents, any other deceased family members. Instead, you find consciousness gathering again in a long stone hall. A strange, almost pale moonlight streams through a glass window somewhere behind you, and as it lights up the floor, it illuminates a throne. And seated on that throne is an unusual woman. She has very pale skin and a raven feather cloak that is wrapped loosely around her shoulders to keep out the cold. And she, as you look up, she's fixing you with a very resolute look.
I guess Suda kneels.
Okay. She stands up from the throne and sort of begins to advance towards you and says, "Well, well. I must say I was not expecting a visit from you."
I guess he'll look up and oh, guess nor was I expecting, well, this.
She gestures at the long hall and says, "Well, let's just say there's been a change in management."
I with all due respect, what has happened here? I thought I was supposed to. I thought it would be different.
You were expecting the halls of your ancestors, no doubt.
Yes.
Well, let's just say that I'm here in a more... how to put this in terms that you might understand. Rather than doing what my predecessors would have done and judge you based on your deeds, I'm here to offer you a choice.
A choice.
She nods.
Hmm.
If you wish, you may proceed to the halls of your ancestors. Or, if there is some place that you feel more suits you, then I will see what I can do.
Oof.
Death here is my domain. I make no promises.
Oh, guess I failed. So, what good would I be if I go back or anywhere? I think isn't like there's only one way, then that's forward, I guess.
She looks at you with a curious look for a moment and says, "That is, frankly, one of the most honest assessments I have ever heard. And I've done this quite a lot of times since I took over."
I can't make the choice of life and death. That is, of course, up to, well, you. I assume. But
Quite the opposite, actually.
Hmm.
I'm here to remove the need for choices and allow people to make their own. To you, I make a special exception, but your choice is your choice.
well, going back would go against well, almost everything they stood for, unless there is anything like I'm destined for it. But I think I might have outlived my use. Like the dangers I face have become so great that I have become insignificant. Um, as much as I do not wish to disappoint, well, I guess although if I were to go to the halls, I would be breaking my contract or my oath to serve. I was not prepared for this.
Few are.
I well, can you tell me truthfully, will it make a difference if I go back, or will they be fine if I move on?
Truthfully, no, I cannot give you that answer.
I guess I will have to let the world run its course, and I will move on. My life is my life is all I can give.
She
And
nods.
that I have.
A noble decision. I'm sure Levithyl would approve, even if she does not understand at first.
Hmm. She is a curious
More than you know.
one. Well, I guess if you ever see the others, well, send them my regards.
I'm sure I will. She draws a hand across the air, and essentially almost like I guess like a heavy wooden door appears in the air in front of you, just behind her. She offers you the door.
I guess I walk up to door and open it.
Okay. And that, as far as the Raven Queen is concerned, is all that was written. Okay. We'll go back.
God, they're gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're back.
hello.
Okay.
Whoa.
Why did you sound so okay with this, Minnie?
Look, I'm at peace with what happened. There's no I think it's unfortunate, but it's the way of the game or of the world.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Circle of life.
Continue.
So yeah.
So,
Does anything happen, or can I say anything?
no, nothing happens.
Okay, because Ramos is just gonna sort of, with his hand still on Thalithsyr's shoulder, or potentially even like, if Thalithsyr is sitting, like crouch down and just sort of say, I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
We volunteered to help. It's okay. I should probably go back now, though. Sorry we couldn't help you more.
You have nothing to apologize for. I am the one who has everything to apologize for. Is there any way I can help you?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Again, I apologize. I guess I won't get in your hair anymore.
Hope you find the amulet.
Thank you. I wish you well on your travels.
Okay.
And he's probably going to wait. He's probably going to stand around outside the door, waiting for the guards, and basically explain what happened without them having to go in, because he wants to still
Okay.
have a bit of alone time.
Yeah, that happens.
So he's just sort of stood outside the door.
Yeah, I mean, when, like, I don't know, that's all sorted or whatever, Tallithsyr will just take him back to the inn, take his body back, I guess.
I will interject and say more appropriate would be a temple.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What temple?
And what?
I don't know what temple. Sorry, I realized I cut out.
Well, his faith don't have a temple. They don't function quite that way, but administratively, the Temple of Torm or the Temple of Palor would be most appropriate.
She'd probably go to the Temple of Torm because she knows that. I'm pretty sure she knows that
Okay.
Vondal is tied to them. So.
Yes. It's kind of
Vondal's
hard
not
not to.
exactly. Yeah, Vondal's not exactly subtle with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't exactly carry a corpse through the streets, but the guards make arrangements, and you travel with him. And I think, with that, time passes, and it's the evening. At which point, the rest of your companions return from their adventure.
Fuck.
And there is a grim tale to be told. And I think, as much of a downer as it is, that is the end of our session.
This is the darkest timeline.
It is.
It is.
Well,
Luka's gonna beat us up.
Luka's gonna kill us when she gets back.
Yep.
Yeah. The worst part is, I realized that I could actually have survived if I'd done
What?
slightly differently.
What?
But
What?
that's never mind.
What?
Ignore that.
No
Don't mention that
do-overs.
to Luka.
Yeah, no do-overs.
Yeah, don't mention that to Luka.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
does anyone have anything to add?
No.
I'm
so
sad.
Tears.
It's a
I'm
very
sad. That's
game.
what I want to add.
I'm actually surprisingly okay with it. It's like I won't spoil like what happened too much, but it was surprising, and I think even though I might have worded everything a little differently to what I did as Sudar, I think the end result would have been the same.
No, I think so too.
Yeah. He tried. He decided to like stay in there for one round. Apparently, one round was more than he could handle. Yeah, that's the way it is. I guess.
Okay.
Well, should I do anything else as a? Well, I guess Suda learned a lot about death.
A little more than he's
but-
comfortable with.
And yeah, one as a player, I don't actually think there's, well, besides the fact that it's that I was okay with it, I don't think there was actually that much to learn, or much more to learn.
No. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Well, on that somber tone, I think it's time to say goodnight.
Good night.
Good
Nice.
night.
It's not a good night.
It's not a good
But
night.
good night
It's
anyway.
not.
Yeah.
We hope the rest of you have a good night.